coming down the pipeline.
Dusty Musty, Hugo. It's 3 a.m. Say Dusty Musty in the mirror and see what happens. You won't.
You're right, I won't. Terrifying prospect. Yeah, VP looking for a reverse sweep, and they have been known to long out a BO3, so I'm not worried for them yet. Yikinda had a great game, even if it felt like the other pieces of the puzzle weren't there. James in spawn, and Orpa's Paradise on this T side. Flames getting a quick boost, but sees only a couple and kills none. OG more than favored now in the 1x bet odds. And we hope this is the recovery story of OG.
Sorry, that was terrifying just then.
Oh, little flash beacon long.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
This is horrible.
I'm trying to do the sound effects, Hugo. It's a very wet-sounding pistol round here out of VP. Buster, oh, he's good for another. But ooh-wee, it's OG grabbing that silent film pistol round before our very eyes.
Need some piano music in the background, right? The good old days when it was all in black and white. You can't play piano with your mouth, Harry. That's not how it works. So 1-0. Feels good for OG winning a pistol now. VP. Gonna buy in, get a scout, get a dig, get weird with it. Even a Galil I see on the hands of Yikinda thrown over. Let's see if they can accomplish anything with this broken buy.
Hugo, I gotta do the sound effects. I'm sorry, this is too quiet. Like, it's too quiet. I can't. You just say the words, and I'll make the. I've been waiting and you can make noises too. It's fine. We can both make noises.
Well, a bit of onomatopoeia can go a long way, Harry, in a moment like this. Right now it's quiet, it's stale, it's cold. Oh! Shot through the wall finds nothing. The noises aren't even accurate, Harry.
No, that was me laughing. That wasn't. Pretend that one didn't happen. Here we go.
Even then.
Oh, look, little nade.
It's so wet.
Yeah, there's a lot of wetness in the game, okay?
Right. Big grenade.
Big explosion, man. You could hear the detail on that one. Oh, little spray exchange there over the wards long.
Oh, Harry, by the way, we do have sounds. It's just me and you who don't hear them.
Wait, what? Well, now this feels ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It never wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go, Hugo.
Yeah, just defaulting in mid. VP, they've taken a lot of damage from these grenades, this slight spam. Flash over the middle. VP are going to meet them there. Going through Alexi B. Blinded. Still gets a kill. Kikit's going to trade. Now it's a quick mid to B move. Valdir, timing on this peak is important. He grabs a quick one. Now dropping back into the safety of B. He's all that stands. He's all that's here to stop this plant from happening. And every second he lives is a second VP knee. The bomb's dropped. Valdir's won the round. What a flick tap to James. And it's OG to steal it away.
Unreal. Unreal. And also, you know, equally as unreal is the fact that I've just sat here doing all that for the last minute. So here we go. Look, 2-0, and now just pistols out for VP, Hugo. I'm glad we don't have to have the wetness.
I'm even more glad, Harry.
Yeah. So here we go. It's just a Glock round here for VP. Pretty unremarkable as far as they come. Mantu's going to have a chance to light them up with the scout, though. Can he put on a bit of a show for us over here in mid?
Yeah, just looking for those one shots with a flash. Oh, he's jumping into the box. Nico, thank goodness, is here to keep him standing. Mantu with a flick. Any more? There it is. One more. Sanji glocking about in T-spawn right now. And it should just be an easy free round for OG. Going up 3-0. VP coming in with their first buy round. Sanji has a bit more money. Will James demand the AWP? Likely. Mantu, that's a field day. Shooting gallery. 3 shots down middle. 2 wall bangs. And now let's see what VP bring into this T side.
Well, of course, we're going to get to have the AWP in James' hands right away. And I'm always down to see what this chef is cooking up in his kitchen. Mantu, also with an AWP. This is like watching two incredible chefs go head-to-head. Mantu, oh, never mind. I was going to say he can be the Gordon Ramsay. James can be the Chef Boyardee, I guess. You know, those are the only two chefs I know. And, well, Mr. Ramsay's already gone. Brought to his knees by Yakinda. Now the rest of VP working this long control. Flames has retrieved the AWP, and he's seen an arm, he's seen a barrel, and there's the shot landing. Blinder from Flames with that AWP. NiKo waiting late to emerge from the pit, and look at this, right? Imagine a goblin lost in hiding for years. You don't know about it till it's too late, till he emerges and takes all the loot for himself. NiKo with the double, and Flames is still shutting down the cat play with this AWP. It looked worrying when Mantu died right away, but now James, Chef Boyardee, gonna land that little flick down into middle. But it's not ravioli for dinner tonight. He's saving this AWP. Yeah. It's all they've got, Hugo.
Leftovers, mate. Put it in the fridge. Reheat it tomorrow. 1-on-3, and you know, with so much time, you still have to hold angles. You still can't completely concede the entire map because OG could collapse on you very quickly, and in fact they are. Ooh, Alexi right behind. James doesn't know yet. Could be the knife to the back, although James hit the timing, turning around, hearing the steps, and this is an unlikely safe position anyway. But taking one more gun with him would be lovely for James. But he's not going to be crazy about it. Respects OG enough to give them the 4-0 lead, keeping the gun, and now just buying likely pistols round. I mean, you could field a couple of AKs with armor. You would just be lacking the utility if you wanted to do that on VP's side. Great AWPing round out of Flames. That second shot was a nice flick on Cat as well, and NiKo down on long. You know VP are going to be taking long and doing these slow rounds as well, so hiding out back in pit is nice. But it's something that won't work again. VP are certainly going to check that in the future.
Yeah, you don't get burned by the pit hide twice. Oh, James, that is despicable.
All right.
He tagged Valde crossing to B and killed Alexi over in mid without ever having seen him. This one gun in this round has already done a lot of work for VP. Also, Hugo, those balloons are there. Can't believe this was overlooked. Mantu's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mantu. Today or recently?
Today. Today being the 21st of August. Saturday. I think the day part changes.
Yeah,
like every year. Yeah,
that would make sense. Happy Saturday, Mantu. Happy birthday. And let's see if they can give him a gift, a little present. He's provided a kill on long. It's only the lurker. VP is split up in this round. They're looking for another mid to B. There's Augs here. We know how devastating these guns can be in the right hands. And boy, are they in the right hands. Valde at the back box. NiKo looking for the mid crunch. And there's Yakinda dead. Valde gets one crouch, sees the jump, and he catches Buster. Traded by James, but was it worth it? James needs the clutch. He knows about NiKo, and he does take him down.
Yeah, now is to try and get past this M4 in mid, and he will survive the journey, but he's not planting bombs yet. Instead, he's looking to drop some. Scoped up with this AWP. Flames, do not give James this fight. Do not give it to him. Oh my God. Oh, James manages to get by. He plays with such a confidence, and oh, there's the first. Flames will trade it out. It's very, very close for James. That is a damn good try at winning that round, right?
Yeah, just so scared of tunnels, right? And no need to be. Don't know if there was information given to him there that made him so paranoid, but never were OG retaking for that position. Just grouped up in mid. Very late indeed. Good shots out of James, right? Entry into B, the cross on Alexi, the tag onto Valde. Lots of impact out of James in that round, but not enough to win it. The solo AWP saved is now going to have to be rebought and at least surrounded by rifles. This is where we expect to see, we need to see VP show up, or I'm going to be very worried about what this series includes.
Jane with this up again. Can he find this? Oh, he's quick. But Nico gonna live to tell the tale. Not many people have been that fortunate, Nico. So he will go back into this B bomb site. Alexa B have been dropped into CT to keep an eye on this mid cross. That does mean that in terms of watching the catwalk, we're looking at Mantu. But it doesn't look like VP are wanting to fit into this area just yet. The fact that they still have Buster waiting back in tunnels, the bomb also down in mid. This is looking like it's going to be a fake into this A bomb site with the late B execute, but maybe that changes. With so much time left, you don't have to commit to this idea. We could just see Buster leave the tunnels and rejoin the rest of the gang for a cat execute. However, 4 strong over towards this side of the map for OG. If VP did commit, they'd be walking into a stack, but instead, this is Yakindar selling an A play, when in reality, this bomb is coming out through middle. Valde, already tucked in outside of B, has got to do it all. He's got 25 seconds to stop this bomb, getting up through mid, and Kicker has got Sanji's back through and through.
Yeah, never checked it, but Kicker was ready. Sanji just happy he's still here. Alexi does kill that lurker, but Yakinda sold the fake so well with the opening kill and kept OG on the wrong side of the map. And they will stay there, 3 on 4, looking to hold on to their guns, giving VP the respect. It is Dust2 after all. Some say like a big inferno, saves are plentiful. And so VP get away with 1, and that's good. That's nice. They've seemed very keen on these mid to Bs in the rounds gone by, right? They've been testing to see what they get away with, see how OG deal with these plays, and they do a good job of drawing CTs out of that bomb site in this round. Where will they go from here, though? Is it just a one and done, or do they have more to show?
Mate, you know they've got more to show, Hugo. You know they've got more to look at here.
Well, they need to get it out, Harry. Here and now.
Why have you walked over to my side of the desk? You coming over here? You encroaching on my turf?
This man paces into your personal space. Now he's asking me while I'm moving close. All right.
Look, man.
All right.
It's scary.
I can move where I want, Harry. Yeah, it is unsettling, isn't it?
Henry always used to complain about it as well.
I don't blame him.
Look at this. Mantu scoped up in middle. James lands the tag.
And also, don't talk about your exes with me. I don't want to hear about
That's just bad etiquette, isn't it? Kicker over in middle. A bit of damage exchange through that smoke. It's Nico, though, breaking the silence and getting out of there. Don't know how he's managed to not only duck in and get the opener after being tagged down, but then lives to tell the tale. That's crazy. VP are not going to be happy about that. They might want revenge so badly, they're willing to risk it all on a B play.
Yeah, it's all they've really shown in this T side. This one's a little more cut and dry through the tunnels. Valde with the AUG, and he's doubled up. Jane with this AWP does get the trade, but it always feels like this shot from Jane comes in too late. Are we really thinking about saves already? A minute on the clock. VP not going to be given the room. You look at OG running up T-Spawn right now, ready to get this gun out of play, and even though Flames will likely die on the corner, well, then there's Mantu to... Oh, they're boosting, or... No, Mantu's just holding. They seem aware.
This is a very unique situation.
Do they want to kill him after time? Is that the game plan? James knows he's here, but if he weaks, Mantu is waiting on this angle. Ducked under the shot. James has no idea he's about to die, and there's Flames to make it happen with the flash. I love that for OG. Flames just playing with his food now. Nom, nom, nom. And yeah, VP, it's a bit of a shambles right now on this T side. That 1 mid to B works out with a good fake out of Yakinda, but with him dying first, it does feel like these rounds, they look fairly one-dimensional. It was that case on Mirage, right? When Yakinda would get out mid, when he'd get these openers, okay, VP, you're starting to believe again, but when he'd be the first man to fall, you get very worried. The impact from James seemingly comes too late, and no one else is picking up the slack.
Yeah, man, it's a bit of a shame because like there is this very unique beauty to how VP play, right? In like this war of attrition that's all centered around having only one player be like I can't think of the word.
Yeah.
The objection to the rule that, everyone's very, very slow, everyone's very, very passive. Well, Yakindar is the aggressive guy. He is the space creator. And when it works for VP, oh, it looks lovely. It really, really does. And it's so punishing to play against. But when your Kindar isn't able to create that space, when he is getting shut down, right? He's been open and killed in so many of these rounds now. You are sometimes left, you know, wanting for someone else to fill that void.
James moving up Cat now, trying to throw himself in first, get that opening kill. I love how passive OG have been in these rifle rounds. Think about that, right? When have they given Jamie the option, right? Nico has sometimes spotted mid, had a jiggle, had a wiggle, but really, ever since Mantu died first and then Flames had that double on Cat with the orb, we've not even had Mantu making risks. And that's because you don't need to. Let VP outplay themselves. Let them commit into these B stacks.
Yeah, you know, time is the greatest enemy of us all, but it really is the greatest enemy of VP, more so than everyone else, right? Yeah. And so, essentially, like with this VP squad here, when they're not finding these openers that they so often get. Oh, well, that's nice. That's a beautiful pop flash. The bomb cut loose. And OG seems so aware of what they're coming up against here that they're saving everything, you know, all this utility till the final 45 seconds or so, and then they really start to lay it on thick. And they're doing all of that to disrupt this VP game plan. Flames is in T spawn, for crying out loud, and he's waiting to collect the kill down in bottom mid. He's actually now committed to this rotation and is flanking the tunnels players. 20 seconds as your Kindar tries to get them into B. Him and Jame both mowed down. And Suggest Kicker left to save down here. He's going to fall as well at the hands of Alexa B. 7-1 for OG. And is the post-player break OG an OG that no longer has to, you know, win, lose maps in very specific chains of events? What if they can just come in looking good from the get-go?
Yeah, I mean, this is the way to do it, right? Like, you know, this is a very open group, Harry. Even though in Group B, this is the one group that we've not seen any recent roster changes in, with the exception of Complexity, in both forms of not only S-Tag joining, but also Config and NATO being swapped in and out. You know, that's the only team making changes. So we've had a lot of time and long-standing rosters, and finally OG starting to show form. It's early days in the group, but I'll get back to this point as VP try and speed it up a little bit, a faster approach. And you know, it's about time, man. Nice shot from your Kindar through the smoke. Takes down Valder. Don't tell me you're saving this. It's literally full pistols, and even the numbers alone are enough to send OG out. Now, they've got money, but they've not got too much money, so you can justify this one. Nico's low, the rebuys will be expensive. It's a good round out of VP, and that's more like it, man, because this team has so much firepower when they're on it. I'd love to see more disrespect out of VP. You know, take these long takes. That Cat execute was nice earlier. Run with that. But really, the game plan has just been these B takes. And okay, it works here, but that's the fastest round we've seen all game. And I'm scared that despite winning that round, VP are going to go back into a default in the follow-up. Yeah, you can risk a gun, but the VP don't save it. Okay. Orb was watching. So they go in with pistols, they come out with pistols, but they come out with a smile on their face.
Reasonable.
Oh, yeah. One way to do it.
Imagine what Valdez round got to look like there. He hears like a bunch of dudes coming B. He's like, right, I'll give it up. I'll play retake. Up. Well, back to the lobby for me, I guess.
But yeah, as I was talking about this group, like, it is super open, especially with Sinners are great today, but G2 down 0-1. Well, that gives more opportunity for OG to sneak up, because I feel like G2 are coming into this group as maybe the favorites. VP there as well. And question marks for teams like Sinners, teams like Complexity, especially now. I don't think many people can expect much from Complexity, as sad as that is to say. I hope we get a good form out of them, but it will never be what it could have been, right? What they've been preparing for weeks now.
Another disruption of this group would have been Fours, obviously, coming in instead of Renegades, right? That's another big one. Yeah, no, I think this is like a very open group, as you say.
So if
OG come in swinging, yeah, man, that's gonna tie them up top of the group on day one, just to open up with a nice little boost, nice little morale boost. And versus VP as well. This is a very gatekeeper team, right? They can take wins off of the best. maybe they haven't hit their stride in the consistency of that yet, but that's the bomb out in middle. First thing to make contact. Good trade work from Kicker. Yakindar is once again trying to sell this A fake, but he's dead in the water now. Nico, gotta come in huge on the B hold. The bomb gets dropped at the door. Flames spams it, crossing in. And so even though James delivers that kill, he is all alone in the clutch. He never dies crossing the doors, but he will get swung immediately after.
Yeah, Alex's brain is just leaking out of his ears right now. Someone needs a mop on the carpet. Like, great
mop
read.
On the carpet.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's not the way to do it. Just get the cleaning crew in, Harry. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I don't want to pick apart the metaphor.
No, you're right.
It's good.
Yeah, well.
But people do listen to you, Hugo, and if anyone mops their carpet tonight, you are responsible.
Okay, well, I apologize for that one. But either way, yeah, great read on the Yakinda cat take again. He literally walks up and shoots Yakinda in the back of the head, selling that fake. And then, you know, obviously rotate to instant. Now Mantu's feeling the confidence again, and for good reason, removing James from an early peak. That will send James back to the shadows for a few more rounds, I think. Back to the T-spawn. Yakinda, the one gun, got naded, got to make this weapon work. Mantu's moving in and favorable angle for Mantu, but he doesn't commit. Yakinda tucks in tight. And Nico might meet him instead. That's exactly what Yakinda wants, and so he will deliver the goods. One more, Mantu trades. Another gun in no man's land. Can they E it? Yes, they can. Buster's picked it up.
Yeah, but the priority is getting that gun out of there and having it live to fight another day, so it's got to elude this AWP in middle. They get up catwalk. Sanji going all the way back to T-spawn to get the bomb. And I like this out of OG, right? They've actually re-aggressed long. If you're VP, I think you're thinking that OG aren't doing this. They're not getting this information back so quickly after Sanji was just fighting them here. And so OG have already started to piece together, well, there's no one long anymore. He is left. He is out of there. So either this is a cat take or it's a B play.
Yeah, Mantu's looking terrifying right now as well. Just hitting these fast flick shots, the AD counter-strafing, beating rifles to the punch up close. Valdez used this angle before, and the same devastating results, doubled up to shut down B. No support needed from that AWP rotate, 9-2. And it's just looking beautiful for OG. They're never giving away opening kills. The fakes for VP are being read now. They're starting to make sense to OG. Haven't seen much long control.
Yeah,
that is
so this is what I was just about to say. I'm a little nervous because we've had a lot of, like, if you boil this down to the very, very basics of, like, how the round has ended up, what the kind of responses have been from VP, they all look kind of similar at this point. And OG are feeling that same way. Like, whenever they're being shown anything at A, they're trying to wrap these short players and deal with them because a lot of the time it's not been a threat of a commitment, like, to follow through on the back of it. They've been so used to seeing this A-bomb site faked out early on and then into late B plays. Out there will give up an early kill there on the push in through B. And that's going to trigger the go button to be hit for VP. Nico's dropped in. He wants to fight. And Nico fighting all the way to the bank, perhaps. He has locked this round, and he might have just saved the day for OG. It could have got out of hand, but Nico has risen above it all. Both these players are low, and he's on for the ace. Kicker, I'll trade him out. But with how low they are, even this belter utility on Mantu could end a round. If that goes in through these doors on a good timing, round over. If a flash blinds you and a few stray bullets connect, round over. There's so much that can go wrong for VP here, and yet still they're making the round happen. Buster with another, and Mantu timed with nades out. That is brutal. That should have been an OG round. Buster and Kicker go above and beyond.
That's so sad as well, especially for Nico, right? Like, he just does so much work. Those were all headshots on the spray. And I don't know who threw that because both players immediately had smokes after because there was smokes dropped. One of those VP players threw a sexy door smoke from tunnel. They didn't expose the door. They just bounced it off of the wall, a jump throw, and smoked that off. Really good round out of the two, though, closing that in the 2-on-4, 2 and 3 rather. And yeah, VP back in. You know, still a chance at a 9-6 half, still a chance at something. A very weird game we're getting out of them right now. They should not have won that round, safe to say. And it's not one that they can really reproduce. going back to B again and again and again, and rarely getting away with things. Also, I feel like it started off the back of Valdi trying to make a play, and so many of OG's plays have been super measured in this CT side, like pop flashing each other, boosting each other, trading, whereas that was just a solo B push, a risky move. Right now, up catwalk, Yikinda eating grenades, they send them back to flames, everyone's softened up. And Mantu, hard as a rock, ready to dish out the goods. There's even a flash ready.
But like even this push, it just screams OG are making the read again.
Yeah.
They're going, well, look, I just walked up cat and no one fought me. You know, if VP was still there, mate, Mantu would be dead. And so that's how you know that it's not really looking like the A play anymore. These B players still kept utility. I think most importantly, you're going to note that incendiary grenade on Nico, that can prove so valuable when these pushes come in at the final 20 seconds. If he's able to get that molly in tunnels, this is going to be a rough old time for VP. They don't have a smoke to extinguish it, but no, Nico, it went in his own damn smoke. Oh, that's rough, and now they know about him on the car. It doesn't stop him churning through VP regardless. And Jame, not enough time to win that round. OG are up on a 10. It looked like it was about to be a real big missed opportunity with the Molotov getting extinguished, but hell, man, between the two of them, with that crossfire setup, they churn through the offensive.
VP are barred from B, mate. There's the poster on the door. There's their mugshot right there. Do not let this team in. And Nico and Val are doing such a good job of locking it out every single time. Think about the amount of 1-on-4s, 1-on-5s that Jame has been in this T side that just feel already done before he's even started. And that's a shocking statement, because Jame makes the most unwinnable rounds happen. But any of these clutches, none of these clutches have looked, winnable for Jame. I just don't know what to say at this point. It doesn't help the VP aren't getting the entries. Yikinda, he had a great Mirage. He's gone quiet in this one, 4 and 12. Barely on my lips right now, barely talking about this guy, and that's a sad case right now, because it felt like VP were competitive in the first map. And this is nothing of the sort. Are they really going to go back B? What is sending them into this site? What is driving them forward? I don't know. Nico, has he got an answer? Yes, dead to Yikinda. Valde now in the site, traded as well. That's more like it. Yikinda comes alive, and that's all VP needed to pick up a 4th.
Yeah, that's going to force a save out of OG. Okay. Well, that's the beauty of Yikinda. That's the... Yeah. That's the raw nature of this dude, right? He can just be given a hero gun, create all this space, all this opportunity, and there's nothing that OG can do about it. Even looking at the ADRs, though, paints a very, very clear picture of how this game's gone. Like, look, your 2 B-side players are both up above 100 ADR. There's almost 150 on Nico, for crying out loud. A players, this has kind of been their experience. Yeah. It's like, well, either B kills them all and then we're pretty much done, or the B players die and we have to save.
Does feel like that, yeah. Oh, almost losing your guns at the end, but I mean, you have the money. It's the last of the half. You're pretty happy, all things considered. Even if you give up 5, OG don't mind. It's not the end of the world. What it does mean is, okay, if this happens again and Yikinda goes and gets a double entry, OG will give it a go, because they have been very keen to give up rounds, as you just said, off the back of numbers alone, right? And even in eco rounds, think about that. That happened on Mirage as well. Yikinda had an AK round with Glocks. He got 2 entries and OG saved. Well, hell, if we have VP go back to a B take here and they manage to knock down Nico and Valde, we might finally have a retake attempt, and to see what that would involve. This time it's Mantu AWPing B. It lets him play aggressive up close to the tunnel. He wants to get involved. And the saddest fact is, after a very boring half for Mantu, where they haven't come his way, the one round he goes B is the one round they go A.
Yeah, that's typical. And it's his birthday as well. That is just CS in a nutshell, right? Like, he's like, right, boys, I want to actually get to play around. I want to actually do something with the AWP. The thing Mantu is good at is being proactive, and he's actually scoped on an aggressive angle through tunnels. Ooh. So he's getting the info that tunnels looks clear. And now they hear the footsteps out at long. Alexi needs to draw the attention away from Nico, and he's doing that by spamming the smoke, Kicker trading out what he can. Flames up in the site, in the meantime, getting naded down, and Yakindar has completed this CT drop. They try to trade him, but in doing so, it opens them up to these Cat players. A 4-on-2 and a retake. The OG have got to give it a go, but they don't have a good chance in.
No, this one's even harder than some of these, man down B retakes. You're only in a 2-on-4. The orbs on your angle. Man 2 trying to get up. They're getting flanked. That's a good angle. Bounty catches a kill. Surely they don't turn around. Surely they don't check out Kicker, who looks to shut down this round and send them packing. 5 for VP feels inevitable, and so it will be. Couple of nice shots, but it's VP coming alive right at the end. Is that enough, or will it be OG taking the series 2-0? Stick with us and find out.
Hey Future Pros, back on Dust2 with a timeless flash. This is the new map's take on the old faithful short flash. When thrown correctly, this flash should affect any CT playing short for an easy frag. If you don't jump and throw the flash, it will not make it around the corner. To do this flash, you need to be running up the short catwalk. Align your aim so you are aiming below the open window, but also along this smaller window. You want to jump throw the flash just as you get close to these planks on the floor. That's about it. A CT could be playing a closer angle, so be on the lookout for that too.
Set aside your subdivide. I'll show you how it's done. There's no side we go inside. The man is the one. You build your walls, faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your mission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved throne. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt.
Virtus.pro with only 5 rounds to their name. They had a real affinity for that B bomb site, but it did not love them so much back, at least not till the very end. So now, with only 5 rounds to their name, Hugo, they're going to need to embark on a big old CT journey. The pistol round would go a long way in pushing this squad in the right direction. Otherwise, we could be looking at an OG 2-0 to open up their start here in Group B.
Oh, don't jinx it, Harry. Don't curse it. But Nico, he has delivered on long with the Glock, just tapping out USPs like they're nothing. James, headshot angle is what he was made for, but he decides to give it up. A man down the jump, hits his head, and it slows him down, giving Nico the kill on the flank. Nico is having a hell of a game as a B anchor on the CT side, and he's picked it up in the second half as well. Corner play for Flames. The flash is perfect, and Buster gets hunted down, leaving Yakinda, the man of the moment, the talk of the town, in an impossible 1v3.
Yeah, Nico. Oh my God! All right, Yakinda. Maybe you can make us believe if you can keep landing shots like that. He is quick on this approach. Both players in the sight, and he doesn't check behind the boxes. Lexi hiding out is going to put that pistol round on the board for OG. They hit the ground running to open up this second half.
Yeah, Vladdy's enjoying it too. Good to see. Smiles in the OG boot camp. That's got to feel nice, right? Always stressful, a series with this team, but the boot camp has gone well. The prac has shown results, at least right now.
Yeah, honestly, I think VP are one of the most stressful teams to play up against,
yeah.
You know, especially in this group. Like, they're just so infuriating. And so getting a win potentially over them, you know, to open up, that's like a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah. Gotta, again, I knew you wanted to talk about him. Got to draw it back to Nico. 20 and 9, double entry on long there with no utility, no support.
And, you know, think about the game he had, right? This is something we said in that first half. They were just coming B, so Nico's had 15 rounds, or, you know, maybe more like 13 rounds to get really warmed up and accustomed to this, mate. He's almost 150 ADR deep. He's having a great game.
Okay.
Here's the force spike. James scout over here in middle. James is oftentimes good at getting away with a lot on this gun. Ooh. Kick out with the hero famous. Not a sentence you say a lot. He's taking it over here towards short, but now they know about him.
Yeah, good call to run away there. That's a shame. He almost caught a free kill. Mantu swaps out with Flames, who's low. He can post up on an angle, go in second or third. Buster can tuck out at Ruins here, or on the balcony. Yakinda needed that deke spam, but taken down leaves Buster, and he does drop the bomb, but there should be trades. There's Flames lighting him up, and Valde finishes the job through the smoke, and Flames with a no-scope. That's not allowed. That's not okay. And that's an OG 12th, safe to say.
That's right. It's a Shiro time for the boys on the zone. That doesn't feel right, does it?
No, he's not got those stats because he's saving. He's got those stats because he's winning every goddamn clutch. But right now, you would bank on James to be that same man in VP, and while he was put into his fair share of 1v4s in the first half, none of them came through.
Yeah, and you know, you can hardly blame the guy.
Of course.
You'd always get one, and then that would pretty much, you know, it's the golden
mantra,
rule, right?
Yeah, the golden rule, yeah, I like
the golden rule.
Yeah, the golden rule, okay. Never forget. Hope to see Golden back in a team at some point, sometime soon.
Don't get me thinking about this new Fnatic squad, though, Hugo.
Ooh,
So, well, you know.
Yeah, spicy.
We'll just end up talking about that
That's
for the end
Group
of
C.
time.
That's Group C.
It's coming up, but look at this lovely little no-scope from Flames. Oh.
Good stuff that, you know, Mantu and him traded as well, right? Very, very helpful. He hits the tag on the Balk player, and then he no-scopes. Yeah, it's all good vibes right now, and I can't say the same as being said in the VP camp. You got to wonder where their head's at. Yakinda with the Zeus.
Got a Zeus.
I respect it, but they're not coming B.
Look at the one guy who's B, and look at where he is.
Can you Zeus that far, do you think?
Maybe if like Yakinda is...
Oh, wait.
Oh, hang on a moment. They are all going back.
Oh, wait.
Don't go giving him a Zeus
well,
now.
either way, this is the thing. If he stays lower, they're just going to walk in.
Yeah, they're just going to go past.
They're going to win the round. They're going to win the round. It's already over. It's 13-5. Even if Yakinda hears this, which he will.
Nah.
Okay,
Watch this Zeus
maybe
play,
one.
Hugo.
Maybe one. No more than one. Even then.
He doesn't have the Zeus out. It's just the USP. That's sad.
And that's the round, really. It should be.
Sanji, Deagle.
No.
Now he's going through tunnel. And so, yeah, that is the round. You were bang on, Hugo. I just, you know, I like to believe maybe there's a little more out there. Maybe there's a little more meaning.
No, I love hyping up a clutch, Harry, but sometimes you just got to be a realist.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing I've learned from this game is OG demanding your respect. Kick it. Doesn't care. what we have to say, but it won't change the outcome of the round. A pretty kill nonetheless. 13-5 and, you know, OG just want kills now. They just want stats, they want numbers, they want rating. Okay. I rate that for Kicker.
Magic number 3.
Nico. Speaks. Yeah.
Ooh.
Gimme. Good shots.
Right, so this is like potentially, you know, the only proper buy we could have for VP in this game. That's obviously assuming saves don't come in, which is probably foolish of me with the Virtus.pro squad in this server.
It's Dust2 after all.
But yeah, look, they've got a double AWP, right? They've all in this with all the little shiny objects you can think of. But OG, looking like on this bonus round, they might want to deal you one of these fast B plays. This would be a perfect time to pull one in. Pretty heavy towards A. One of these AWPs is already knocked out. Jay on the receiving end of that lower AK. Now Buster with the secondary. They know about him in middle. They forced him off the angle. Now they're smoking him off in CT, but he goes through and he fights. Not wanting to concede middle just yet.
Do you ever see an AWP on the cap boost go back for a repeat? I don't think you ever do. Like, that just shows the desperation the VP are feeling right now. James hits the tag on Alexi, and then Flames just holds the angle and kills him on the repeat. Flames has 4 deaths, right? We're talking about how, like, some of these players, Mantu was beasting on Mirage. He's 8 and 8. He has literally not seen anyone, and he's done a good job of not getting ahead of himself and chasing down kills on CT side, you know, cap boosting, running into James Orb. But if you flip it over to Flames, who's just been anchoring A on CT, he's got 4 deaths, Harry.
I think it also speaks volumes as to how little VP went to A, right? Like,
yeah, obviously, that too. Ooh, dearie me. It's never a fun moment. And judging by the player cams, I don't think it's just us.
Oh, dear.
Well, this is where things get tricky. We know a VP match lasts long, and this may be the reason why.
Right. So...
What now, Harry? The thing is, this is all your decision, right? You run the servers.
Yeah.
You do the production. You observe. You cast.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do here?
I might plug them back in. I'm just giving them a bit of time off,
sure.
you know, like for now. It's always important, little rest.
Sure.
No, we'll get this sorted. And when I say we'll, I don't mean me or you.
Yeah. I mean all the capable people.
They'll get this sorted, and they are much smarter than me and
we don't talk about they.
So, yeah.
That's a shame that happened in a 4v4 as well. So I don't know what, you know, maybe they just replay the round. I'm not going to speculate any more than that. We'll have more information coming down the pipeline soon enough. That's actually how we get our info. It's like a mail, you know, room. It's like there's just pipes everywhere. No one talks to us. They just drop little notes and they go flying through the building.
Is that what we do? Content idea.
Yeah.
Me and you, we have to go work in a mail room for a day.
Sure.
And I think it would just be chaos. I think it would be like, I think it would be like Mac and Charlie when they do it.
Okay. We got to talk about the mail, Harry.
Yeah. And the mail never stops. So what I do is I set up forwarding addresses.
Is this real mail? Are we ruining people's, you know, checks and wills?
I mean, fake mail wouldn't be enough of a...
Real fake mail?
Real fake mail. No, dude, I don't know. Like, it would just be fun, Hugo. Look, we're getting back in slowly but surely. I saw in the background there that we do have players reconnecting.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 in the server right now, so hopefully not long to wait. Come on, Mantu wants to go out and, you know, blow his birthday candle, so he just wants to end this series, and he's not far from that fact. Let's re-itemize, Harry. Let's stack up things in alphabetical order. Right now, this is a map up for OG. They took their map pick. I know, shocker, on Mirage over VP. It was a competitive game. We had Mantu popping off, Orb clutching, opening, closing rounds. Yakinder on the other side looked really good. He went a bit stale in this second map, on that T side at least. But I got to say, I didn't like the leading. I didn't like the calling. And, I respect VP's play on, you know, as wild as it can be. But that first half was pretty dire in terms of the depth, the same strat round after round, feeding Nico at the back of B. And just, yeah. And the funny part is the 2 rounds they went A, they won. So it's like, you didn't really even get to see much depth out of VP in that first half. And they're running out of time, Harry. They're in shallow water now.
Yeah, no, it is really, really scary for VP here. right? Especially because this is their map pick. I was hoping we were going to see a lot more out of them, but if anything, it feels like OG are even more prepared for what they were going up against here.
To clarify as well, both teams have agreed to a restart, so that round will just get replayed. It was 4-on-4, right? It wasn't, you know, yeah. Everyone, no one wants that to happen. Everyone feels the burn. Everyone wants to be playing right now. So the sooner we can all just get that fixed, the better, I think, and that's what all the players think as well.
I think OG being on boot camp, though, that's a great thing for the team, especially when you just come back off of a player break, right? Having that ability to, like, you know, be with the team. We've spoke to no end with players from different squads as to the difference of, you know, being together and what that actually does, both to the morale, the kind of problem solving that you're able to do. You're just able to play off of each other better. And it's a very nice vibe, especially when we've all had, you know, so long cooped up in our bedrooms. It's just nice to be out and about and able to see the people you play with every single day. For VP, not looking like boot camp vibes. No, seeing a lot of bedroom gamers. Yeah. And, you know, this is probably where you've spent a lot of your player break anyway. So
yeah, that is hard. That is hard for sure.
I mean, me and you even feel that, right? The change of scenery, like coming to a studio, is very, very nice, right? I loved being in your kitchen for the first 2 weeks, and then and then you get like 6 months into the kitchen lifestyle, and it's like, well,
can we just go now? Can we go? Can we fly? Yeah, this is the longest I've been in 5 years without flying, Harry. So that was a weird feeling. We went 8 months, 7 months without flying. Strange change, but everyone's back in the server, so should just be going back in within the next few minutes. And, you know, you talk about those boot camps, Harry, we're seeing a lot of smiles on the faces of OG. They're not letting it get to them. Why would they? They're 13-5 up. They're feeling fantastic right now. There's birthday cake in the background. Everyone's feeling fine. And yeah, like the camaraderie in this team is certainly entertaining as well. You got these little duos, you know, everyone seems to get on. I mean, who couldn't?
If you were in OG, who would be your closest friend?
I think Alexi B.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he'd agree with that, but I try everything I could, Harry.
Well, mate, one of the things I always think is weird, as soon as it's his birthday, let's talk about it. Mantu was one of the first, like, one of the first pro players, I guess, we were in like a mega close proximity to. Ages ago, years ago, right?
He was.
We were going to Krefeld in Germany for the
ROG Masters, the Take TV Masters, studio. Yeah. Who was Mantu playing? I know that's Panthers, of course. Yes. Yeah, Mantu. He's quite the player.
We were all shy and awkward back then as well. Like, you know, this was years ago.
Something's never changed.
We're all looking at our phones, not saying a word to each other. Little did we know Mantu would go on to be this good of a gamer.
Remember, he was in a German team, coming in German, right? Speaks German, Polish, English. You know, this guy's a talent. Anyway, we're back in. Thanks for waiting. Server restart and round replay. 13-5. Forget what just happened. It's the here, it's the now, and it might just be the beginning of the end for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, right back in. So we did just have that server drop. Round that was live is now being replayed. So here we are. It's a 5-on-5. Oh, Flames going to trade that kill out, but it's a bit of a difference here. It was VP to open up last time. Oh, sorry, it was OG to open up the last time. And now Flames is doubled up over here in middle. He's keeping it belonging to OG. Nice nade from Yakinda. Reclaims that frag at least. Leaves the retake open. Sanji is having a very rough game. He needs to win this fight, and he will. You know, it's not about winning every fight you take, but it's about winning the ones you have to. And at crunch time like this, that kill was a necessity. They no longer have to worry about losing this long angle. Having someone bearing down upon you from there could have made this retake feel impossible. Now, just Nico and Mantu left to beat. Buster's flashing high. Nico's blinded.
We got him!
Oh my God, Yakinda just got wiped off the face of the earth. 2-on-2 flashes for Mantu, but Sanji and Buster both find a killer piece.
Yeah.
And so VP do come in big with the retake.
Oh boy, Yakinda there. That looked like a freebie right there. Fully flashed on the corner, but yeah, like you mentioned, that Sanji kill, it's everything, right? Even though OG actually get an open plant because Sanji's preoccupied, you know, if they get that open plant and they have long control, it's like an unlosable round, right? VP are a man down. They you know, Valley can play from the pit. He can just close it. So instead instead, OG, they can't even play the bomb there. They have to play Gandalf and short. That's not even for the plant. So, yeah, they're kind of constricted in that 2v3. Buster waiting for the flash, and he hits the shot onto Flames in the leg. Flames not deterred by that damage, even dishes out his own to kick it. Gotta watch out playing close on Cat. He's very low. James does offer up the goods on long, but Nico's there to trade, and they know the orb can't be far away. Flames has pushed another Molotov. He just doesn't care. This guy wants to close the series, but Kicker will not let it happen. Alexi trading that frag. Bombs out on long. It's another 3v3, but OG are gonna lose another man. Yakinda this time wins that cat fight via Alexi. And you can slow it down here if you're OG. You have time.
Yeah, but they've thrown the double smokes in, and with Mantu collecting that kill, Bomb now looks to make its way across. Buster waiting an elevator, and he's trying to get tricky with the timings here. Even a one and done on the push would be huge. James coming in late through long. Flash goes over the top, and James through car has removed Nico, but that is a quick shot from Mantu. He was holding for James, and he deals with them both. Oh, the birthday boy, take a bow. 14 on the board for OG. And Mantu, that is a gnarly 1v2 out of him. Not just one strong AWPer to go up against in James, but the double AWP retake, and Mantu beats them both.
Wow, super nice. These smoke pushes, VP keep getting away with them as well in man disadvantaged positions, but it's not going to mean a round. It's not going to mean much in the grand scheme. 14-6, a broken buy for VP. Eco buy, it doesn't really matter what you do. You just don't have the room. Long flashes and the smoke from a safe position at least keeps Flames out. But OG, they can have whatever they want. You can seize that cross. Luckily, Alexi doesn't take him down in the double scope. And it might be the orb to do it instead. Mantu. Oh, he's crawling, but it already just disappeared. Has Yakinda leaning into a triple B. OG flashing out middle. VP's eye is drawn to the mid to B split, something they know very well themselves was a common go-to on the T side. But OG, they don't want it. They won't bite.
And if there ever was a round to, just go for one of the, blocking the smoke, not ideal, but there's Flames making up for it in more ways than one. He gets that opener.
That's a one rifle gone.
And with it, the round. Right, VP just going to save the Deegs and armor. Take them with them, give it another go up against 15. But to say this is less than ideal feels patronizing at this point.
Yeah, and to say this is done feels realistic. VP have never been in this game. Not really. Certainly not in this half. And I don't think the crash helped, but I don't think it changed the outcome either.
No, I mean, they were on their way to a loss, and then they come back from it and they end up losing. Like, yeah, maybe it sucked a bit of,
the steam
out. But yeah, man, like, I'm inclined to agree with you. VP never really felt in this, Dust2, and that's very uncommon of this team.
Absolutely,
I'm not used to what we're seeing here, Hugo.
But also, I think a lot of that comes from OG and them looking very, very fresh right now. Like, the amount of just audacious cat pushes Flames has done in this T side makes me wish we saw more out of that from Yakinda. When he went up on cat to sell fakes often, he would find opening kills and his team would fall on B, but like Flames, he blocks that smoke and then he just goes like, bop, wins a round off that kill alone. So you can't complain, you can't cry. 15-6. An AWP for James, at least.
Yeah, is this glass cannon AWP going to be enough to keep the dream alive for Virtus.pro? Pretty heavy grouping in the tunnels, but the bomb isn't with them. It's on the back of Flames over here in mid. Curious to see what they plan to do with Flames, and Mantu knocking the AWP out. That is big, right? That is the big ticket item on the big ticket player removed from the round. Now this mid to B is in. Yakinda might just die to the mid lurk of Alexi, and indeed he will. This is looking done, Hugo. It's a 5-on-2. The bomb going down in B, and you've even got Valde lurking late through mid to cut off these rotations. I cannot envision a way in which VP could ever hope to get back into this one. Sanji had a very quiet game, and so all that's left to do now is the honorable thing, and that's to give the victory over. Flash is down, he's low. The birthday boy is the guy trying to get this kill, and they will let him have it. OG, they 2-0 Virtus.pro to open up here in Group B. They're looking good out of the gate. VP, it's a little slow. Let's see if this was just a slow start. How are they going to do throughout the rest of the group? We'll have to find out, Hugo.